Well, yes, the mm, nurture problem is an old and venerable philosophical issue, but scientists like behavioral biologists and neuroscientists try to face it using animal models in order to reproduce the so-called Kasper-Hauser experiment. The Kasper-Hauser experiment was called the isolation experiment by classical ethologists like Conrad Lorenz. And obviously, we know today that it is impossible in principle to have for an organism to prevent it from any kind of experience, visual, acoustic, tactile, and so on. But the logical point of the Kasper-Hauser experiment is not the possibility to have an animal experiment in which an animal is prevented by any kind of experience, but rather the possibility to control for specific experiences. In fact, the real problem in the debate between innatism and empiricism is the very nature of the kind of experience that may affect a particular kind of behavior. So consider, for instance, a specific ability, recognition of partly occluded objects, which is shown by a variety of animal species. One possibility and one argument which has been put forwards is that in order to have amodal completion, recognition of partly occluded objects, some sort of past experience is needed in which an animal, an organism, can see, for instance, objects which are occluded and disoccluded. And this is needed in order to show this ability. Well, this is a specific and empirical problem in order for we can rear animals, for instance, in the absence of this specific experience, and we can check whether an ability for recognition of partly occluded objects does need this particular kind of experience. So not experience in general, but the very specific experience that may affect a particular piece of knowledge, of cognition in the animal world.